a very epic moment in South African entertainment history. After some 20 years on our screens, Generations as we know it now is coming to an end. Today is the very last episode. I feel like a part of me is getting lost, is getting taken away.
I know, we're talking about the set, the storyline, everything as we know it. For the next 2 months, they will be reworking the show completely, and it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with.
That show has been a part of so many lives. I mean, my very first television crush was on a Generations actress, Linda Sokulu, who's on Isidingo. And one of my favorite lines ever from a South African soapy was when Capella was talking to Tau Mokhale, right?
Yeah.
And Capella's like, Mzan, askon iskati. And Capella's like, Tau's like, no, kiss on iskati, is in a Capella. Which kind of just shows like the beauty of where we live in terms of, you know, how we exchange languages and mix with each other like that. Yes. But I can't believe it. I'm actually a bit teary-eyed about it.
But you know what, up until now, we've all been wondering, what does Mfundi Vundla have to say about all of this? And we got to sit down with him exclusively to find out what his thoughts are about the end of the beginning.
20 years of a whole show running, that's quite a benchmark.
20 years is a significant achievement for one show, you know. I mean, you know, internationally, domestically, I mean, it's a significant achievement. 20 years of continued top 10 status in terms of ratings and market share, it is mind-boggling.
And now going back 20 years, or maybe even longer than 20 years, when you were prepping and planning for this show, did you ever think it was going to be this successful?
No. I mean, that would be extremely presumptuous. I never thought that was possible. It never occurred to me that, number one, that I would be in the entertainment business. You know, when I started out as a kid, I wanted to become a lawyer. At one time, I had visions of becoming the first black president of South Africa. And I studied political science, I studied law, you know, and I was an activist. You know, I'm in the same generation as Steve Biko.
And now your baby is all grown up and you're letting it free. How does that feel?
You know, I'm really surprised, and I'm really pleased that I was able to attain this. You know, and I thank the viewers. You know, because the viewers are central in the success of the show, because they can turn off and go somewhere else, which is what pains me about what's going on right now, really. You know, our viewers have been put under a lot of stress. 8 o'clock, the whole family is sitting there, you know, granny, daddy, mommy, and, you know, grandchildren, everybody's. It's a collective experience, the watching of Generations, you know. And through your show, I wish to apologize to the South African people, and apologize to the audiences, Generations audiences, and all I can say to them is that we are reconstructing Generations. They will recognize elements of the present Generations, but we're taking a new creative direction, which makes us excited, and we hope they'll be as excited as we are in the new direction we're taking.
The last couple of months have been rather up and down, to say the least. How are things as they stand with regards to the team and the 16 actors?
Our relationship with the 16 actors who terminated their services, that relationship is irrevocably damaged and toxic. But I'm certain that with time, in the long run, with some of the individuals in the 16, I foresee a reconciliation with some of them. Not all of them. Some of them I see some reconciliation happening, and probably even working together again on something else. So that door to me is still open.
Last resort.
Over the 20 years, what are your most memorable memories that you'll keep for the rest of your life?
Aside from the silly things, really, it's the word of support we received from President Mandela. Really, that's, to me, that was it. He comes in there, he's like our father, our grandfather, who knows us from long ago. We all feel at ease, and he talks to us about our impact. You know, he tells us that we are like Amanda Kutsa, the tennis star, you know, and Miriam Makeba, Hugh Masekela, and he says, we are playing a serious role in nation building and national cohesion, and to be told that by something like President Mandela, that to me, I will never, ever forget.
And I think everyone's waiting with bated breath. What can we expect moving forward?
Without being specific, we are sort of going to our original roots of the series. There'll be recognized individuals who were at the beginning of the series, which sort of anchors the new narrative. So people will recognize elements of the past and its link with the new direction we are taking. We are going younger. There's a predominance of 20 to 24, 30, early 30s actors who will be in the show. We hope that our stories are going to be entertaining. There's light entertainment elements. There's also dark elements in the new series. Look, we will take a knock as regards audience. That's realistic. That's to be expected. But we pledge that, for instance, the first 5 episodes of Generations, the New Generations, those are going to be stunning episodes, and we believe we will claw our way back to our original position.